And I was getting texts all over the place, text messages all over the place. Everybody calling. Oh, you see what's happening? You see what's happening? I didn't know what the hell was going on about Shannon Sharpe until I saw what I saw. And shall I say, a certain video of him doing some things.
His so-called side chick just lit the whole situation on fire, and it's getting wild real quick. She's claiming that the entire scandal, yes, even that rumored tape, was nothing but a setup, straight up faked. Allegedly, Shannon Sharpe might have been orchestrating the chaos all along, pulling strings like it's a PR stunt gone sideways. But just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, boom! Shannon gets caught in a real NSFW moment on Instagram Live last Wednesday. Thousands of folks were watching in real time before the stream vanished. At first, Shannon tried to play it off like he got hacked and even posted about it on X, but then he yanked the post and fessed up it was his bad. Shannon said he tossed his phone on the bed while things were heating up and had no clue he'd gone live. The notifications started popping off, but it took his marketing guy, Jamie Fritz, to finally reach him and shut it down. By then, the damage was already done. Shannon kept it blunt, admitting, "My phone wasn't hacked. It wasn't a prank. I'm just a grown man living life." He tried to spin it as no big deal. And guess what? Chad Ochocinco Johnson backed him, saying, "Shannon's tech game really is that bad. He's even accidentally butt-dialed him before." Even though Chad tried to cut Shannon some slack, he couldn't let it slide without a jab. He clowned Shannon for calling him out about being professional just days before. Chad joked, "I never thought I'd see the day UNC would pull something like this. I ain't mad, just disappointed. You really caught me off guard." Yeah, it started off tense, but they ended up laughing it off like old teammates who've seen it all, and leave it to Shannon. He still managed to sneak in a plug for that male enhancement sponsor before the episode wrapped. Wild.
Ocho, is it really true you took Viagra during games?
Yeah, half a pill.
Why you try to be out on the field with wood like that?
You understand what the pill does.
Just one up under your tongue, about 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, listen to me. It's an enhancement with the increase in blood flow. But if you take a half a pill before a game with a little bit of Red Bull, it turns into a performance enhancer.
So you got a boost with that energy drink and the blood flowing. Bingo!
And I'm out there going crazy. I'm out there going crazy on the half of Viagra.
A lot of folks weren't buying the whole "I got hacked" excuse, especially coming from Shannon, who knows the media game inside and out. That was the first version he pushed, and yep, that's what his PR team tried to run with too. So let's break that down first. If you don't already know, Shannon built a media empire with Club Shay Shay, a platform that's been booming. He's interviewed a grip of big names, but none hit harder than that Cat Williams sit down. That one blew the roof off and took the show to a whole new level.
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Cat, damn, you like this?
No, that's not.
Okay, what comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just caught a straight.
Shannon might act like a chill, small-town dude, but don't get it twisted, he's a pro when it comes to media moves. With his podcast alongside Chad Ochocinco and years of ESPN airtime, he knows how the game works front to back. So when his team dropped that "I was hacked" excuse, people started side-eyeing real quick. Shannon later came clean and said it wasn't a hack at all. Turns out, while things were getting real spicy on his end, his phone started blowing up. His social media manager, close friends, maybe even some VIPs we don't know about, were all scrambling to reach him. But Shannon, he was way too locked in to notice. You already know what kind of moment we're talking about. He finally addressed the chaos in an emergency nightcap episode and owned up to it. He admitted that he accidentally went live on Instagram and leaked private audio to 3.2 million followers. Shannon said he was deeply embarrassed. For someone who keeps his personal life so guarded, having that moment out in the open hit him hard. No cap, he was shook.
You called me and say I'm on IG Live when I know I didn't click myself on IG Live. And he said they can hear me. I said, hear me doing what? He said, it sounds like you were having sex. man, my heart sank. It dropped. And obviously, I run my accounts, but Jordan being the good Samaritan, the good soldier that he is, Jordan the one that cut it off. Because hell, I didn't even know it was on. Jordan cut it off. Jordan put the message.
Shannon admitted he knows folks expect him to stay professional, and while he's not embarrassed about what he was doing, he's definitely not happy the audio hit the public. He said it straight. He's disappointed it got out like that. Now sure, accidents happen, right? Even someone like Shannon, who usually keeps his private life locked tight, can slip up once in a while. But when you really start thinking about it, something about this whole situation just doesn't sit right.
Guys, I mean, this kind of stuff happens to all of us. How many of you, like, be honest, how many of you are having a good time with your girl or your wife or your boyfriend, your husband, and you know sometimes your butt or your hand or your elbow hits the live button? I mean, we've all done it before.
On Instagram?
Very normal thing.
All the time.
On Instagram,
Oh,
because if we actually go on Instagram and you use the app, first, here's what needs to happen. Your phone first has to be unlocked.
Number one.
Okay, Mr. Club Shay Shay. First put guys, if your kids are watching, I'm just telling you right now, you may want to give them a break and earmuffs for the next, I'll give you 5.
Why would Shannon even pull something like this? That's the question spinning in everyone's head. A whole lot of folks are now thinking maybe this wasn't an accident at all. Some say Shannon wanted that clip to go viral. And now everyone's hunting for the mysterious woman, Michelle. People been combing through his followers trying to match the name, but the real Michelle, she's not lining up with the story being passed around. Now, here's where it gets messier. Some believe Shannon's playing along with the attention, especially since he's been catching heat lately for allegedly snapping on his employees. It didn't turn into a full-blown scandal, but it was enough to make folks pause. Shannon might act like your favorite cool uncle, but behind the scenes, he's got a sharp edge, and it shows when the pressure's on. People online are whispering that this entire oops I went live moment might have been a distraction tactic. Right when the media was starting to call him out for being slick with Chad and harsh with the team, boom, a scandal drops. He's chasing that global media crown, top podcast, top YouTube show, all of it. So now ask yourself, does a man that focused, that calculated, really just slip up and go live by accident? Come on now. Some folks are even suggesting Shannon pulled this whole stunt to shake off certain rumors that have been trailing him for a while now. One comment hit hard. This was probably to kill off the gay rumors, but honestly, the smarter take is that Shannon did this to flip the script completely. This ain't about who he might be into. It runs way deeper than that. Shannon's laser focused on one thing, protecting his rep. As a former NFL star, he knows how fast an image can fall apart. Between him snapping at Chad Ochocinco and allegedly checking his staff a little too hard, people were starting to see a different side. So now, a random accidental live leak just happens to hit. Yeah, okay. A lot of folks are calling it for what it is, calculated. The real question is, what was he really trying to make us forget? Whatever heat was coming from that Club Shay Shay drama, it's cooled down now. Shannon pulled a smooth pivot and kept his brand looking clean. UNC ain't clueless. He knew what he was doing. And all this noise about Shannon's other side has folks digging into his love life. Who's he really with? Truth is, nobody knows for sure if Shannon's married or not. There's been talk of a woman named Michelle, but he's never confirmed a thing. What we do know, he's got 3 kids, 1 son, 2 daughters, and during his 2011 Hall of Fame speech, he gave them major love, thanking them for sticking by him during the grind.
Once said, other things may change us, but we start and end with family. As I stand here at the end of my journey, I know I wouldn't be here without my family. To my 3 kids, Kayla, Kiara, and Kaylee, thanks for understanding when I promised to take you to the movies or the amusement park or to the mall. But because I had run myself into the ground or lifted myself into oblivion earlier that day, I didn't do what I had promised to do the night before. Thank you for making all those sacrifices that other kids never had to make, so your dad could live out his dream.
With all this mess swirling around, folks started asking, did Shannon get booted from ESPN over that viral slip-up? But as of now, nah, he's still locked in with the network. Shannon took full responsibility, saying he knows he's expected to stay professional 24/7, even when the cameras ain't rolling. But here's where things take a turn. Shannon might have just flipped this whole scandal into a straight-up money play. After his Instagram Live went wild with over 6 million views, he wasted no time. Sharpe turned that chaos into a business move and dropped fresh merch tied to the moment. Yup, he dropped a "That's My Michelle" shirt, poking fun at the madness. He told fans online that he tried warning folks to stop harassing him about the whole thing, but since they didn't back off, he hit them with the drip. "Y'all happy now?" he joked. Even celebs jumped in. Rick Ross had a laugh, saying older cats like Shannon sometimes fumble with new tech. One thing's clear, instead of hiding from the heat, Shannon's turning it into profit and headlines. Now that's a pivot.
Shannon Sharpe now. We forgive you because we know you old niggas don't know how to work that technology. You was vibing with your little Sean last night. You were trying to film it. And when you tried to sit down on that little dresser, that motherfucker went live.
Even Cat Williams couldn't resist cracking a joke. He jumped in on the convo, saying, "You ain't gay today," throwing shade with a smile. But through all the noise, Shannon's kept it cool and unbothered like a true vet. So here we are. UNC found himself in a real messy moment, no doubt. That IG Live blunder and all the side chatter about his private life, yeah, it lit the internet up. But credit where it's due, he owned it. And like always, the streets are locked in, watching every move he makes. Whether Shannon's booed up, flying solo, or just chasing the next big bag, one thing we know for sure, he's always gonna bounce back and keep it moving. Now it's your turn. What do you think really went down? Was it an honest mistake or a low-key strategy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more wild celeb deep dives. We're just getting started. See you on the next one.